And press enter. First shit just give me allergies.
So next year shit. Are you sure it's not Monterey Train 94?
What?
Are you sure it's not going to be Monterey Train 94?
No.
It didn't pull up. It didn't pull up.
Football.
It should be the first one. You typing my full name?
Andres Johnson?
Yeah.
John.
And we're about 5 miles.
Do I got to type it, Matt?
Oh. Yeah. What's up?
Hey.
That how delayed? I mean, it's broadcasting. It's delayed. It's broadcasting. That's why it's
West to
delayed.
downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is field a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
They go play action here on first down. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott running right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play, because to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Hogan Bawale. Takes this one across the 35 to the... A gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end
I don't
like
got my
this, and you
basketball
know he's
shoes.
used to dishing out punishment,
I
but
really
here,
don't.
he's one that has to absorb the contact,
swear to God.
and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mo's going to let this go for the end zone.
I did not do that. It rushed everybody.
Touchdown, Bucks.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Mike Evans.
Right there.
You know, when you had it open for the longest.
As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Did you see it?
I saw everybody in the middle.
Like, everybody just came downhill.
Oh, damn. Also, I was looking downfield and I was trying to focus on people.
Well, that's what I call an answer.
I think they did run instead of pass.
On the previous play, how about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
Wow.
Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down.
They all came downhill.
The Bucks 40.
You didn't see it? So
from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston got him in. It's Brashad Perriman.
Why you do that?
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Bro, I promise.
Big scene, and he might go all the way.
Why is it committing
and
runs
taking it across midfield
L1.
inside the 45. big pickup there.
I thought I'm shifting my lineman. Hold on, look.
Yeah, see, no, that's not it. Shift your lineman?
Yeah.
50% throwing it. Not
Which
so
one?
hot, but he does have a first down.
Damn, leave the fuck alone. My line. Is it? Oh, okay. Go.
Working out of the gun. Winston being chased out left. And seeing
that's
no
why
options, he just tosses this one away.
Gotcha.
Incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing, Prescott. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Throwing, Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Did your grandma text?
No, hell no. Is yours?
Yeah.
Why?
Get the shit out of me.
How old's your grandma?
As the kickoff's away.
Sound about right.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Winston.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Winston now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
You got some basketball shoes I can wear?
Or a little late.
Nick does.
Chances are there's going to be someone there.
Then
And sure
you
enough,
see his
this
feet.
one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. They give him
You ain't
4
seen his feet on the
yards here.
Snapchat.
Second and 6.
I don't want my shit in
And
that.
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive thing. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You can't go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Elliott. There to stop it is Carlton Davis.
Them hoes is spicy, bro. Can we stop at when they swing their foot?
Allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd round.
They go back to Elliott. He's been down. He's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back now in Tampa. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here to run. Past the 20. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes.
You gonna scoop up Nick?
Down running the football.
Why?
Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let it beat me that way anymore. And
Why not?
him, I'm in the huddle.
Pick him up.
Nah, I picked him up yesterday.
I picked him up the day before.
That nigga got a car. Why we gotta pick him up?
It's me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Winston. He's got Evans. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get out. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then have a chance to attack the end zone.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive without.
Oh, why you missed that block?
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down to the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And again, it's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Dre!
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now Winston and the Bucs down by 11, 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they
would you rather be an offensive coordinator or defense coordinator?
On play action, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston now. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jameis to throw it. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Cheated.
How? I'm better.
You're not better.
We're
Have the
even.
Buccaneers.
You chose that. That's not my fault.
You beat the lower team.
Let's match up the same team.
It's time to go.
I don't have no shoes. You picking up meat? I'm gonna stop and get me some meat. I'm hungry. Cause then he gonna want me to take him home and